Hey guys, I'm really excited. I'm going to be showing you how to use a brake fluid flush machine from FOXWELL here to do the brake fluid flush on your own car and save yourself some serious money. Brake fluid flushes are not cheap and they should be done every 2 years. The fluid is hygroscopic, so it begins to absorb water over time. And they say after about 2 years you want to get rid of that water that can be inside of your brake lines. You don't want your brake lines corroding, getting really dirty. You want your brake fluid to be in really good shape because your life depends on it. So if you go ahead and pick up one of these brake fluid flush machines from FOXWELL, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do your own brake fluid flush. So this is what we have in the box. We got a user's manual. We got our reservoir where we're going to be putting our new brake fluid. We have all of the hoses we need to complete our flushes. We got a power cord. They give us this syringe type tool right here, and this is for extracting brake fluid out of the reservoir. If your fluid's really dirty, you can use this to suck some of it out initially. It will make the bleeding process go faster. Although it goes so fast with this, you do not have to use this to suck out the reservoir. But if you do overfill the reservoir a little bit after bleeding, you can use this to set the level. And this is going to be a really handy tool to have for that. It came with 2 brake fluid bleeder bottles, so we can do 2 wheels at once. This model features a double pump inside of it, so it allows it to build up enough pressure to where we can easily do 2 brake calipers at once. It came with all of those adapters, and then there's the beautiful machine itself. This guy works really well. We can adjust our pressure up and down right here. Start, on, off, super simple. We're going to get all of our cords plugged in right here, really easy to assemble. First of all, you're going to want to find the brake fluid cap that's best for you. The owner's manual, user's manual will tell you which cap is for which vehicle, but I'm working on the BMW, which just happens to be cap number 1. Where you got to locate your brake fluid reservoir, which is always in front of the steering wheel area. This one I had to take a couple of covers off. Very easy to access. We're going to take off the fluid cap. We'll go ahead and put our adapter on there. Like so. This has got a really nice quick disconnect, and then it's got an on and off. So when the machine's not in use, you can have this in the off position so you don't risk losing any brake fluid. But let's plug it in, and then just don't forget to make sure this is in the on position. Otherwise, you're not going to be moving much fluid through that reservoir. So super easy. That's it for the setup. The only other thing we got to do is this guy gets plugged into the wall here. So I got my extension cord ready. Really nice machine. I have had a chance to use this a few times, and it works really well. I'm going to be using it all of the time here. I really like having my own brake fluid flush machine. It's a great tool to have in your toolbox. So we got that on. Let's get the car up in the air. Let's get some brake fluid in our reservoir here. Super easy to set up. There's step-by-step directions, and there's not any way you could put this thing together wrong. So only got a couple of cords coming off of it. I'm going to go get some brake fluid, get this guy up in the air. I'll meet you under the car. All right, so I'm here at the back wheels. It's always recommended to start at the furthest wheel away from the reservoir, your brake fluid reservoir, which is way up there by the passenger or driver's front. So we usually start with a passenger rear. But in this case, since we've got 2, and then since this fluid flusher has a double pump, it can handle doing 2 at once. So we're going to go ahead and bleed both of these at the same time. All right, once we've got the machine plugged in, we can go ahead and hit this on button, which turns the machine on. I put a lot of brake fluid in here. This is more than what we need. this reservoir may flush 2 cars. It's a lot of fluid they allow you to have in there. If you've got an extremely dirty brake fluid, then you can run a lot through it. So you got to hold the start button until this gets over the 10 psi there. And I have this thing set to 20. So right there at about 20 is where I like it. That's enough pressure. I know we could go all the way up to 30 if we really wanted to push fluid through fast, but we really don't need to push it through that fast. Let's take our time and not hurt anything. So we got that on and running, and I haven't even cracked these wheels yet. So let me go ahead and get these wheel bleeder screws cracked. They're going to be on all of your brake calipers. So you're going to find usually there's a rubber dust cover, and then you've got your bleeder screw right there. Got the front bleeding, getting that dirty fluid out. Almost done with our flush. It's going very well. My bottle's filling up there. I still have lots of fluid in this reservoir. This should do about 2 cars, unless you have something very, very dirty. But this is working wonderful. I really like it. I give it 2 thumbs up. I recommend you guys pick this set up. It's gonna have all your adapters. It's gonna have everything you need to do a brake fluid flush and to do it really well, just like a pro. We got our brake fluid is complete. So all I gotta do is take this off of my reservoir. That fluid in there is so nice and clean and fresh. We know this brake fluid has been completely flushed. I used about half of this. I did go a little bit extra just because I wanted to make sure it was very clean. These reservoirs have dirty fluid in it. You can see the difference between that color right there, and then our new stuff. So awesome. I love it, guys. Pick one of these up. Makes flushing your brakes super easy. I recommend it. Thanks for watching.